there's also quite a bit of potential on this website to get sales. So if you've been watching a ton of AI or Midjourney tutorials, then you're probably wondering, where can I sell my artwork to generate passive income? And in this video, I'm going to give you 5 different suggestions of marketplaces which you can start to sell on. The first marketplace that you should definitely give a try is Amazon Merch, because the potential for sales on Amazon is absolutely massive. Now, there's a few downsides to Amazon Merch. The first one being that you have to be accepted into the program. You have to actually apply for a place, and at the moment they're quite strict with letting people in, so you might struggle a bit initially getting in there, but just keep applying and trying out different methods for your application until you get accepted. Once you have been accepted, you can upload your designs to Amazon Merch and list it on different t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, even other home related products like phone cases and pillowcases. Once a product sells, Amazon will fulfill the order, do all the customer support, and you will just collect a royalty. And you're leveraging, in this case, Amazon's massive traffic, which will help generate sales for you. So Amazon Merch is maybe not the easiest one to get started with, because you start off in a lower tier and you're only allowed to upload 10 designs initially, and you have to get a certain amount of sales to get tiered up to the next level, so you can upload more and more. So it's not the easiest to get started with, and you have to get accepted first, but it's definitely the first one you should give it a try because the potential is so massive. So I'm going to leave a link in the description to the page where you can sign up or apply for Amazon Merch. And for anyone who's new to the channel, I do have multiple tutorials on this channel where I show you how to create listings for Amazon Merch, how to find niches, how to get more sales, what the best practices are. So make sure to check those out if you're new to the platform and you want to learn. Suggestion number 2 would be Redbubble. Redbubble is the print-on-demand platform which I started on about 4 or 5 years ago now, I think. It's really easy to get started with. You don't need to apply. You can just create a shop and start uploading. You can also sell stickers on there, and they're actually some of the top selling products of Redbubble. So make sure to check out my Midjourney sticker design tutorial, because that's going to help you massively sell more artwork on Redbubble. Redbubble's potential for sales is definitely not anywhere close to Amazon Merch. They don't get as much traffic, and the marketplace is also quite competitive because it is open to the public. Anyone can easily create a shop on there. There's way more designs, and the niches or the search results are way bigger in a sense. There's definitely potential to get sales, don't get me wrong, but you're not going to easily get to a level of like $1,000 a month with it, which on Amazon Merch is more achievable. So Redbubble, definitely worth checking out, especially for beginners, because the upload process is so easy. I've also got some niche research methods that are free for Redbubble. I've got tutorials on those, so make sure to check those out, because rather than just uploading random designs, it does make sense to do some research beforehand into what actually sells and has lower competition. The third marketplace I wanted to recommend to you is TeePublic, and if you've never heard of it, it is similar to Redbubble in the sense that anyone can open a store without an application and get started with uploading their artwork. Now, TeePublic is actually one of my most successful marketplaces after Amazon Merch. I'm close to about 10,000 sales right now with my TeePublic shops, and the cool thing is that just as Redbubble and Amazon Merch, you do not have to handle the shipping, the customer service, the printing, all of that stuff. If you get a sale, it comes from TeePublic's traffic, from TeePublic's marketing, and they handle the rest. You collect a royalty. Now, with TeePublic, the royalties are a bit lower, which some might consider a downside, and you don't have control over your royalties. So, for example, when they're not running a sale, you get $4 per t-shirt. That's okay, but for about 1 or 2 weeks every month, they usually run a sale, and then the prices are lower of the shirts and your royalties are lower as well. And I think most of the time you get like $2 per sale for the t-shirts. The royalty possibilities here are not as big as they are on Redbubble, where you can set your own margins, and the same with Merch for Amazon or Amazon Merch, where you can actually increase the price yourself if you want to. But still, TeePublic, in my opinion, has a lot of potential. And a quick tip here as well, if you just click into the search mask on TeePublic, just write nothing, just leave it blank, it actually shows you some currently trending search phrases, and oftentimes you can stumble upon some trends right here, which you can then create designs for and have it easier to get sales with. So definitely check out TeePublic. A link to it will be in the description, and let's move on to the fourth suggestion. Marketplace number 4 would be Etsy, and I'm guessing most of you will know about Etsy, and you can actually sell print-on-demand products on Etsy as well if you integrate with a production partner such as Printful or Printify, for example. And the potential for sales here is massive because Etsy gets a lot more traffic than websites such as Redbubble or TeePublic. It doesn't get nearly as many as Amazon, but still you can make a lot of money here if you enter the right niches. So once again, niche research is very important. Don't just upload random designs and expect them to get lots of sales. But another thing I have to mention here is that Etsy is quite a bit harder to get started with. So you're going to have to pay once an order is placed. You'll have to pay for it to be printed and shipped out, and then you only receive the revenue afterwards from Etsy to pay for that order. So you have some upfront costs here and a bit more risk involved. You also have to handle customer complaints and sort of returns, that sort of stuff. Or if something gets lost in the mail, then the customer's going to come to you and wonder where it's gone. There's a bit more hassle to it and a bit more sort of administration, but the potential is definitely there to make your time worth it if you start building up a lot of sales. So Etsy is definitely worth checking out. I've got 2 tutorials I would recommend to you right here. One shows you how to open an Etsy shop completely from scratch and how to integrate it with Printful and start getting sales that way. And the second tutorial, which I'd recommend to you, is actually about My Designs, which makes it really easy to bulk upload your designs to Etsy and then get them fulfilled through certain Printify print providers. And I really like My Designs because it saves a ton of time, and also their mock-ups are really, really amazing. And mock-ups are one of the most important things on Etsy to get more sales. And once again, Etsy will be linked down below. If you use my link, then you can actually get 40 free listing credits, because every time you list an item on Etsy, you have to pay a small fee of, I think it's 20 cents. But if you use my link, you get 40 free ones to get started. And also I will leave the link to the tutorials of how to open a shop and start selling in the video description. And last but not least, we've got Displayed, and this is a very interesting marketplace where you can sell metal artwork. It's a bit harder to get started here because once again you have to submit an application, and I am going to upload a video about this very soon, walking you through the application process and how to upload to the platform, what sort of artwork to sell on it. But essentially you could use AI generated artwork on Displayed. I've even asked them, I've sent them an email, and they said that's totally fine as long as the quality is high enough and it doesn't look funky with like 5 limbs or whatever, then they should be accepting your AI artwork. And these displays, they look really cool. They're metal artwork. I've actually got 2 right here in the corner. They just stick to the wall with a magnet, so it's a really unique concept, and there's also quite a bit of potential on this website to get sales. Now the smaller displays only get you about $2 or $3 royalty, but if you sell one of their XL posters, which is quite expensive, then you could actually make a royalty up to $10 each. So definitely some potential here. I've got a lot of sales on Displayed, especially over the past half a year. Now I have been building up my design portfolio on there over 2 years, but with some consistency and with the right types of designs, you can definitely make a lot of money on Displayed, and I would recommend you giving it a try. Make sure to check out this video next if you want to learn how to use Midjourney to create amazing t-shirt designs for more passive income.